does the Trump Foundation have the required certification it needs in New York State?
Donald Trump and his foundation, to my knowledge, have followed all the applicable rules and regulations in terms of the foundation.
Does it have the David Fahrenthold reported very specifically it doesn't have the certification it needs to solicit money. Before you say anything else, do they have the certification to solicit funds?
I'm not the attorney for the foundation. I'm not the accountant for the foundation. David Fahrenthold is not an attorney at all. He's playing Inspector Clouseau over here and trying to find some clues and piece them together.
You said that his last report was filled with inaccuracies, and I don't think you've actually said this one is, right? So you either have the certification or you don't. The Attorney General in New York says no. Do you have any reason to dispute that?
Again, I'm not the attorney for the foundation.
So you're not disputing the facts of hang on. You're not disputing the facts of
this.
this story, right? You're not disputing the facts of this story.
There are no real facts in the story.
You don't have the
There's
certification.
one box that you check.
As far as the certification goes, again, to my knowledge, the Trump Foundation, the Donald Trump Foundation, and Mr. Trump follow all applicable rules and regulations.
We've all watched Donald Trump hold a fundraiser on television. He was actually counter-programming to a debate for veterans, and in doing so, soliciting donations to his organization. Here's what he said. We set up a website, Donald Trump for Vets, forvets.com. We've already raised $500,000 just today.
Which is great, right? That's a good thing.
Would you consider
That's
that a
not the
solicitation?
point. That's a
You
solicitation.
don't think it's the point that $500,000 and actually over $1 million from Donald Trump himself and over $6 million, I think, went to veterans? Shouldn't we be talking about that? Veterans groups received $6 million, and you want to talk about a box that may or may not have been checked correctly or incorrectly?
You're actually just distracting, because if you want to actually get down to the facts, which you're asking for, then let's get down to the facts.
Sure.
Which is that not solicitation?
Again, I'm not the attorney for the foundation. David Fahrenthold is not part of any legal entity. He's just a reporter
So if you
who's made
don't
his life's
know,
work.
then why are you trashing the report?
What I'm saying is, David Fahrenthold is writing about some innuendo. He is no, it is innuendo.
According to the Attorney General of New York.
Can I finish answering?
Not when you're going to slander a reporter who got a statement from the Attorney General of New York, then took it to tax and IRS experts and asked them what they thought about what they were learning. Hang on. That's what David Fahrenthold did. We're asking you about the facts of this case, and if you're not going to comment on the facts of the case, then
I will comment on a couple of facts. The New York Attorney General, Eric Schneiderman, is a partisan. He's a Clinton supporter. He's a Clinton donor. He's part of the Clinton Leadership Council. So you think he's impartial here? And what Eric Schneiderman, you think the New York Attorney General is somehow impartial in going after Donald Trump?
But when it comes down to a form, Boris, where you check a box that on the form that is required if you're going to solicit donations, if that is improper, that he hasn't, and he's soliciting donations, then that is improper. And here's why it seems pretty glaring. His son has a foundation that shares the same accountant, and his son did it properly.
Well, again, you are making a judgment here that it's improper. I will leave that judgment to attorneys and the New York Attorney General. You know, if he wants to look into it, I guess he may or may not. Again, based on the information I have, Mr. Trump and his foundation have done everything properly.